have a beauty video. There's finally something to talk about because there hasn't been for a while, and that's actually kind of a good thing. I guess people are just not getting into drama, which is net positive. But subscribe with the bell icon for engagement. Let's just get into it. So we have some Mikayla Nogueira drama, and that'll be all that's in today's video. It's a bit of a shorter one just because I wanted to go over the few things happening with her. So Mikayla has posted that she is struggling with her mental health, which is obviously a valid thing to talk about, no issues there, and she goes on a bit of a shopping spree. Now there are many different reactions. Some obviously feel bad for her, wishing her good mental health. Some people think it's an ad for some of the things that she showed up on screen. I'm going to show you guys the TikTok in a minute. And then some are in the camp of, well, you are depressed because of blank reason, and we'll get into that in a minute. So let's just watch the video.
I look like I'm depressed, I'm stressed, and I'm underdressed. So what do you do in times like these? You go to tag it. Got my Desi Monet shades.
Now bear in mind, the jumper that she's wearing is from Polite Society. So she does say, I'm underdressed, and she brings attention to her outfit. Her jumper is from Polite Society. She has recently done some alleged paid ads of Polite Society for their powder and stuff like that. So that I talked about that in my last video. So it's an interesting outfit choice.
I literally already feel better. You're kidding. I obviously need this. I've been looking for a good pair of shorts. These are cute. I like these for when I struggle to sleep. Quick grab and go. These actually sound really good. I've never tried this flavor. This is Cody's face wash. I need some scissors. The good limit 5. The limit should be 1. These look so good. Wait, what? Do I need this? This looks good too. So one of my all-time favorite desserts is a brownie with funfetti frosting on top. It is a damn shame I don't want kids. If anything would change my mind, it's this. I'm right next to Ulta and I want to go so bad. I'll be quick, I swear. If you're wondering what the huge lashes I wear are, it's these. Bag secured. Guys, I gotta take a quick look. I'll be quick. This smells so good. Last stop. I just want to know who's gonna buy this. This is the cutest freaking thing. Boba tea popcorn. The chaos of home goods gives me so much anxiety. Oh, this is putting me in the mood. Do I need it? Tell me I don't. How much? $8. These are nice Tupperware. Oh my gosh. The fact that it comes with a stirrer, that is so cute. Does this not look like the Pringles guy? Listen, sometimes I just need to get out of the house. I go stir crazy. Like, I need to get out of the house. All right, now I'm going to go home and make some bourbon bacon barbecue chicken on the grill.
So she said, what do you do on bad days? Target, shopping, shop with me, Target haul. This is obviously not a paid ad as of right now. I don't think it is. I think it's just interesting the stuff that she does sprinkle in her videos. Even if they're not paid ads, they build up to a bigger image, right? So she did her paid ads with Polite Society. That's clearly a brand that she wants to work closer with. And this is not a paid ad for Polite Society, but the jumper brings your mind right back to it. And then you think, oh, what was the powder that she talked about recently? Polite Society. And then I think it just keeps it in people's minds for longer. So that's my conspiracy theory on it. Anyway, someone said, maybe you're depressed because you're out dopamined with the free influencer gifts you get all the time. Like once it gets to a certain point, it's not making you happy anymore. And that's actually the comment that she ends up replying to. I don't think it's a super mean comment. I think it might feel demeaning because, as she talks about in the response, there are bigger issues in her life that she just doesn't talk about on the internet. And that might feel like, oh, I'm going through all this shit, and I feel like that's why my mental health is really bad, and you're telling me it's because I get too much PR. But I think it's an easy conclusion to come to. I think sometimes if you have too much of a good thing, it can make you depressed. It can make you kind of, I'm putting it in quotation marks only because I don't know if she actually has a diagnosis or not. I don't know what the vibe is, but she might just be feeling depressed. Yeah, I think it's an easy conclusion to come to. But obviously to her it feels demeaning because there are things that she is going through behind the scenes. Now she does comment, I'm allowed to have bad days too, don't start with me. That's really it. Oh, also the glasses. She seems to bring attention to the glasses. That could be some kind of something that people are commenting on. She responds to the comment basically saying that she's over dopamine with this TikTok.
I'm kind of manic right now, so I'm going to reply to this. No. So this is going to be hard for people to believe. But I have a life outside of my influencer career. Like a human life. And there's some really dark shit going on in my family.
And I think that's a very valid point. Like sometimes I think there's this idea that what you see right here, that's all there is, and there's like nothing else. And there is so much outside of that for everyone. I think there are like a minute amount of people whose whole life is this. And so I do think that comment can be seen as demeaning to her, to like her issues and her life struggles. But I think it was coming from a place of like, well, maybe that's what it is, without actually know the information, which sometimes you do need to just like not speak out of line because you kind of look like a dummy. And I think that comment is a little bit demeaning, but I can see how in their mind they were like, yeah, well, I think you feel done with life and kind of like fed up a little bit because you've like overexcited yourself, if that makes sense, and now nothing lives up to that. It's kind of the reason why people get addicted to drugs, right? You get the high and then you get the come down, and then you take the same amount of drugs, but now that high is like not enough anymore. I remember we learned about this in psychology. It was really interesting. And then so you have to take more drugs to reach kind of that same height, but then the more drugs you take, the lower the low, and then so you end up in that, and then you start ruining your like dopamine receptors. And apparently I think the same thing can happen if you're going through a really like exciting phase in your life. Anything after that feels like a massive low, and then you feel like you need more to reach that same high. And so maybe that's what they were trying to get at, but I do think it can come across a little bit insensitive if you're just basically telling someone like, oh, you're depressed because you get too much PR, when like in reality Mikayla might be going through some things behind the scenes. So I kind of get this whole situation.
That I don't owe you the information on, nor am I gonna tell you. But like, the fact that like I can't even talk about like sadness or depression, anxiety, any negative feelings I can't mention because it's ungrateful, it's privileged. The influencer life is incredible.
Now, this is where she starts going off on basically, I'm not allowed to feel like this. People are telling me that I'm not allowed to be sad, that I'm ungrateful if I'm going through depression. Now, I'm confused what comments she was talking about because none of the comments at the top were saying, oh, you're not allowed to feel sad because you're rich. You're not allowed to feel sad because you're an influencer. And this comment also isn't saying that. What I'm getting from this comment is you've over-dopamined yourself with how exciting your life is, and maybe that's why you're feeling really down and low because you're in like a maybe more stagnant, plateaued period of your life. And you've like out-dopamined yourself. But then she's kind of now responding to this non-existent comment that we can't see about how people are telling her she can't feel sad or that she's ungrateful, which I didn't see those comments. I bet they're there. I bet they're very deep down. But it's confusing because she's responding to this comment but is now addressing something that isn't in this comment. I think that's where it kind of looks like she's saying that that person said that, but I don't think they did. And most of the top comments didn't say that either, but I'm sure there are still people that said that.
But I have a Mikayla life too, and I'm going through it with my family, and it sucks, and I am absolutely allowed to feel the emotions that I am feeling over the last couple weeks because of what's happening. You're not gonna want to hear this, and I'm gonna get canceled. I don't care anymore. There is so much more to life than being an influencer, and there is so much more to me than the title of being an influencer. I show you, what do you see? 5 videos of me a day, 3 minutes max. You're seeing like 10 minutes of my life every day. 10 minutes. And I promise you there's way more than that. Like, I could have a death in my family and people would be like, you're not allowed to be sad because of all the free you get sent. And
I don't think there are many people. I think there are some certain subsects of the population, the minute minority that are like, oh, someone died in your family? You're rich, don't be sad. Like, I think there are those idiots on the internet, and they'll always be there. They're like the idiots of the community, right? But I think there are many of those people, and so that's interesting in itself. And then she's like linking it to this comment that she's like, oh, well, if someone dies in my family, I'm not allowed to be sad because I get PR. That is not what the comment said. Now, we didn't know what you were going through when you posted that video. And so that comment isn't saying, oh, there's someone dying in your family, you're not allowed to be sad about it because you're going through PR. What they said is, if you're feeling depressed, it might be because you've over-dopamined yourself with this excitement in your life, and now that there's nothing going on, you feel really low because you've over-dopamined yourself. You were going on brand trips like every other week and blah, blah. Maybe now you're going through a bit more of a stagnant period in your career. It feels like a massive low. They obviously didn't know that you were going through family life, which is probably why they shouldn't have said what they said, because now it looks a little bit funky. But they're not saying that, like, if you tell us, oh, someone's dying in my family, now all of a sudden, oh, you're not allowed to be sad because you got off PR. Like I said, there is a minority subsect of the population that would say that, and they're actual, like, idiots. Like, there is actually something wrong with them. But that's not what this comment was. That's not the comments that I saw. And so this is like, we're speaking to who? Like, who are we addressing here? I don't really know. And, like, obviously we all feel bad that you're going through that. You're not going to get cancelled for saying this. There's other things to cancel you for. But this just feels like a weird, like, picking out this one comment that isn't actually saying any of that. Like, it's an insensitive comment in itself, but it's not really what they're saying, and that's just really interesting to me how she's like dragging this person, because this actually came up on my For You page, this video, and I was really confused about the whole thing.
Like, what? I get it. I do. Gratitude is what keeps me going every single day, but I have shit happening in my life that I'm barely hanging on by a thread, and it has nothing to do with me.
Excuse me, guys. Hay fever is finally catching up to me.
It's to do with people in my life. Just something to think about. Just something to think about. You don't have to agree with me at all, but that's how I feel.
I don't know if this is a miscommunication issue, because I feel like they just missed each other with their points. Like, the comment and Mikayla just missed each other, and I don't really understand what happened, but like, I agree with what she's saying. I just don't think that's what the comment was saying, and I didn't see any of those comments, so I'm just not... I think she's just maybe feeling a bit sensitive, and we all do feel a bit sensitive sometimes, so that's whatever. So that happened, and people were like talking about that. It is also really interesting that her accent is completely gone in this video when she's being serious. I just wanted to throw that out there, I'm just saying. Anyway, now there are also people discussing, actually me and Cece Suarez talked about this, her filtering in Aruba, and I just wanted to see if it's true, because it was brought to my attention, and she posted a few TikToks from Aruba, right? And then she posts some Instagram pictures, and they look very different. So this is her in Aruba, which reminds me of that Paris Hilton song, you know the one I'm talking about from TikTok that like blew up a while back. Okay, so we have this. That's what she looks like. We have this. This is what she looks like. We have this. Okay, this is what she looks like. She's getting ready for dinner in Aruba. This is what she looks like. Just going through, just clicking wherever necessary. This is what she looks like in Aruba. These are the outfits. Obviously she's filming from this like massively high angle. That's what Mikayla does to look a certain way. It's obviously an angle situation. Like, that is really, really high. The fact that I'm seeing like that, like, it's just a really high angle, okay? She does then post a video about bodies that look like this also look like this. So this is the video that she does about that. Gentle reminder that bodies that look like this, get to it, can also look like this. Okay, we get the point. In the caption she says, people have a lot to say about my appearance lately. I've had everything under the sun. Plastic surgery, Ozempic, facial procedures, you name it. Well, none of that is true. I know no matter what I say to defend myself, you won't believe me because your mind is made up. And I accepted that a long time ago. I've always been open about changes I make, lip filler extensions, lip tattoos, etc. I've always been open about the use of lighting, angles, and dressing and posing in a way that makes me feel good. What about the Photoshop? What about the Photoshop, okay? Because I'm going to get into that. It's not just angles when you look like the Face app threw up on you, okay? It's not just angles, and this is what I mean. It's like, even in a moment where she's being vulnerable, yes, we all appreciate that you show that you get lip filler, we all appreciate that you show that you get extensions and lip tattoos and the whole thing, but you never talk about the Photoshop. You never talk about the Photoshop, and it's crazy, and I've already talked about it, and you have such a young audience, but you claim you don't, but you have such a young audience, and this is not it. Anyway, stretch marks, excess skin, Portuguese nose, whatever else. It makes me who I am, and I am beautiful. In the last year, I've had the pleasure of discovering my confidence, changing my eating habits, enjoying exercise, recovering from an eating disorder. That's all amazing. Naturally, I lost 50 pounds as a result. And yes, when you lose weight, it leaves not just your body, but also your face. People say I look so different. Well, this is the lowest weight I've been since I began my career on TikTok. I'm assuming she says. Now, what is 50 pounds? I'm actually just curious because I don't know pounds to kilograms, and it always slaps me. 22 kilograms, 23 kilograms. Obviously, that'll make a massive difference to anyone's face. I'm not saying, I don't even think she really went on Ozempic. That's not really something that I think. Like, if she lost 23 kilograms, obviously she's gonna look different, obviously. But it's interesting how we talk about the lip filler, the extensions. We also talk about the lighting, angles, poses, dressing and posing in a way that make me feel good. But we don't talk about FaceApp. We don't talk about FaceApp. We don't talk about Photoshop. We don't talk about Facetune. We just don't talk about it, okay? And people say, oh, Tana Mojo. Yep, Tana Mojo literally did like a collab with Facetune. We know that, and she says it, and then we see what she looks like with no angles. She also posts like this. You know what I mean? So I think that is different. It's when you say, oh, I've put Facetune on this. But it's when you don't say it, right? Because when I type in, this always happens when I'm looking for like thumbnail pictures. When you type in Mikayla Nogueira into Google search, it's very hard because I don't want to use the pictures where she looks face-tuned, but there are not many that aren't face-tuned, okay? So we have this one, which is her just naturally. That's her before she lost weight. But then at the same time, she was posting stuff like this. I mean, that's not an angle. That's not lighting. That is Facetune. Oh, that is Facetune, my love. Like, that is not... Because then you have this, where she looks very different. And those were around the same time. This... oh, it's not, like, loading properly. What was the worst one? There was this, like, worst contender that I just... Like, I was like, oh, this one. Like, that was pre the weight loss. So these are not just angles, this is not just lighting, this is not just posing, this is excessive Facetune use. And I hate to be that person, I really do, but I'm gonna be that person, okay? We're on her Instagram, and these are the pictures that she posts from Aruba, so we kind of get the comparison, right? Like, that is not... Who is that? Or like pictures like this, and pictures like this, where obviously she looks very filtered and he doesn't. And then we have pictures like this. Like, she's so extremely face-tuned. But then in this one, no face-tune. So it goes from like quite obvious face-tune to then not face-tune. And then not face-tune in the video, obviously. So it's just hard for me to take this whole explanation of it's all just lighting, angles, dressing and posing when that make me feel good, lip filler extensions, lip tattoos, blah, 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 but then you don't talk about the fact that you Facetune all of your pictures. I don't know. That's just me. I find this whole like fake vulnerability just quite annoying and frustrating. And then we have Lash Gate Part 2. She's now doing another Mascara Gate. I believe on purpose, but who knows. So this is the video that we talk about. It's a trying like all sorts of different makeup. I'll try and skip to the part where she does the mascara.
This is the new Essence Call Me Queen mascara. Curl the lashes. It has this really flexible wand. Supposed to give a nice flared effect. Okay, that before and after, it's pretty freaking good. That's 2 coats.
Okay, so did you focus on the fact that there was a different mascara that she was holding when she was showing the after effect? Now, she does hyper-focus on the wand, right? So she's hyper-focusing on the wand. We want to see you use the same wand. If you're using a different mascara, it's actually a different wand. So the fact that you're hyping up this wand, and then it's a different wand in the after.
Okay. Dry, and then I'll add a third. I like how the wand is smaller because I can really get into each individual hair. Okay, third coat just to see.
And this is obviously still, that's the first mascara, the Essence mascara that she's using now.
Such a beautiful mascara. Okay, last thing up.
The e.l.f. Brow Laminator is the winner here, let me tell you. Makeup review, new makeup, blah, blah. It's not a paid ad. But then someone said Lash Gate Pat too. Someone said, wait, are you testing out Maybelline Firework, which is the pink one, or the Essence, which was the black top that she was actually reviewing? Because you definitely used both. The Essence, the Maybelline is what you used on her bottom lashes. So she claims that she just was using her bottom lashes, and then when she was filming the after, she was just holding up the wrong mascara. So did you use the Essence or the Maybelline? Both. Essence on top, Maybelline nose for my bottom lashes. You said that was for your bottom lashes, but they aren't even done. Maybe I'm blind. Yeah. Her bottom lashes aren't done. I didn't even notice that. Hold on, that's so silly. Yeah, she does it. And then by the end...
Flexible wand. Supposed to give a nice flared effect. Okay.
So she's using the black mascara, black top here, so the Essence here. And then she shows that she...
After, it's pretty freaking good. That's...
Okay, so she claims that she was holding the pink one there because she just did her bottom lashes. Where are they? Where are they in between these two clips?
Flexible wand. Supposed to give a nice flared effect. Okay, that before and after, it's pretty freaking good. That's 2 coats. I'm gonna let that dry.
So she was holding the pink wand because she was doing her bottom lashes. Why are they not done? Because then when she goes in with the next coat, she just uses the black Essence mascara. Right, so she's holding it there. Bottom lashes still not done. So she would have had to do her bottom lashes when she was holding that pink mascara, because now she's not holding that pink mascara anymore. She's not doing it now. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's hard. I actually just feel like she went over that mascara with the pink wand to brush it out because the Essence wand wasn't actually that nice, or maybe the formula just wasn't that nice, and she used the pink mascara that she already likes to fix up the Essence mascara to then be like, wow, look at how good this Essence mascara looks, because she's digging for an Essence partnership. Because then we get to the end of the video,
You like it.
and then here at the end is when her bottom lashes are done. But she did black top mascara, then she was holding the pink top. That's when she said that she just did her bottom lashes. That's why she was holding that mascara. And then she goes back to the black top mascara, and her eyelashes, her bottom lashes are still not done. And then she gets to the end of the video, and then her bottom lashes are done. So what happened when you were holding that pink top then, in between the two coats? Because you were not doing your bottom lashes like you said. I hate to say it. I'm trying to go through the video and just see when she did her bottom lashes.
Packaging, but more so these colors. Look at this nude. Ooh, they have a really yummy scent. Looks.
So in between the mascara review and the lip gloss review is when she did her bottom lashes. But she was holding the pink mascara between two coats of mascara. You said it was for your bottom lashes, but they aren't even done. Maybe I'm blind. They are at the end. She just doesn't show herself doing them on camera. That still doesn't explain why she was holding the different coloured wand after doing her top lashes. Why need it then? How did the tube change? Crazy how the wands changed. Why did the wand go from black to pink, then back to black? Well, I'm confused. Personally, I'm confused what's going on. But this seems to be a Mascara Gate part 2. So either she did this because the Essence mascara isn't actually that good, but she's either fishing for an ad, or it already is an ad, but she could also fish for an ad. Or she did it for engagement because she knew people would comment on it, just like they did with Mascara Gate. Like, Mascara Gate was actually really good for her career. I don't actually think it was bad for her career. She didn't get any repercussions. The FTC didn't fine her. L'Oreal kept on working with her. L'Oreal ended up selling out this mascara, and I actually think it was a net positive for all of them. So she's probably doing this to stir up the controversy again, get more engagement. And either way, we'll probably see a paid ad either for Essence in the future, like in the near future, or this is going to turn into a paid ad at some point. But it is interesting, and I want to know an explanation for this. So if you guys know what happened here, let me know. If not, let me know. And subscribe, comment. What? Subscribe, like, and comment for engagement. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.